Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel IELTS platform. I am Kunjan Jain and I am going to share another interesting topic of essay with all of you today. So let us see, first of all, the basics again. Yes, this is writing task 2, as all of you know, for both academic as well as general students. The time with you to write down this task is 40 minutes and you can write minimum 250 to maximum 280 words in your essay. Today we are going to discuss to what extent do you agree or disagree essay, right? So let us see what is the question statement for today. The statement is, the government's investment in arts, music and theatre is a waste of money. क्या कहते हैं कि जो गवर्नमेंट अगर आर्ट्स में इन्वेस्ट करती है, म्यूजिक में इन्वेस्ट करती है और थिएटर में इन्वेस्ट करती है, वो क्या है? वेस्ट ऑफ मनी है. इफ गवर्नमेंट चूजेस टू यूज इट्स फंड फॉर थिएटर, आर्ट्स एंड म्यूजिक, इट इज टोटली वेस्ट ऑफ मनी. गवर्नमेंट शुड इन्वेस्ट दीज फंड्स इन. गवर्नमेंट को ये फंड्स कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करने चाहिए? वेयर दीज फंड्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट शुड बी इन्वेस्टेड. लेट्स सी व्हाट आर दे सेइंग. गवर्नमेंट शुड इन्वेस्ट दीज फंड्स इन पब्लिक सर्विसेज इंस्टेड. वो क्या कहते हैं? इंस्टेड ऑफ आर्ट्स, म्यूजिक एंड थिएटर, द फंड्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट शुड गो फॉर पब्लिक सर्विसेज. टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट डू यू अग्री विद दिस स्टेटमेंट? आप इस बात से किस हद तक अग्री करते हो, राइट? सो लेट्स सी नाउ वेज ऑफ expressing extent of agreement and disagreement. Yes, they are asking to what extent, right? So we'll see how we can express our agreement and disagreement. There are 3 ways to express your agreement and disagreement. The first one is partial agreement, or you can also say partial disagreement. Means you are on both the sides. You feel that yes, I agree to this also, but I have some reasons of disagreeing also. Next is strong agreement. Means you feel this thing or this topic, I feel no, there are more reasons of agreeing to that particular topic. Then strong disagreement means you majorly have a disagreement with the topic, right? Why don't I say total agreement or total disagreement or full agreement or full disagreement? I have told you previously also that every coin has 2 sides, right? If there is left, there is right also. If there is head, there is tail also, right? So we cannot totally ignore the other aspect and we can say that there is total agreement or total disagreement. Instead, we can either say that my agreement goes partial, that I am somewhat agreeing but I am disagreeing also equally. Or what we can say, I am largely agreeing and somewhat disagreeing. Or you can say I am largely disagreeing and somewhat agreeing. What I suggest in this type of essay is to go for the first one, that is partial agreement. Why? Because it is easier to write, okay, and it is the best way out to pen down a partial agreement, and that is why I have also discussed a partial agreement in today's essay. So let's see. Now, how do we express our partial agreement? First of all, you write in your introduction. Introduction is same, just like we did in previous essay. Only we just wrote last time, I agree to this statement. Now you will tell the extent of your agreement. I partially agree to this statement, or you can say I agree to this statement partially, right? Or you can also say I disagree to this statement partially, or I partially disagree to this statement. Both ways it is correct. If you are saying partially agree, means you are partially disagreeing. If you say I partially disagree, means you are partially agreeing. Partial means 50-50. You are at same platform in terms of agreement and disagreement. You have equal points of agreeing as well as disagreeing with the given statement or with the given view. So how do our body paragraphs get divided? Let's see. In body paragraph 1, you can write 2 points of agreement. Then in body paragraph 2, you will write 2 points of disagreement. Just remember, your points of agreement and disagreement in partially agree essay must be same, must be equal. You cannot make it 3-2, 3-1 or 4-2, 4-3, 4-1. No, nothing like that. That is why I have written, and that is why I am saying just write 2 points of agreement and 2 points of disagreement. So let us begin with the introduction of today's essay. Yes. So what I have written, the general statement or the punchline: the government of every nation invests funds from its treasury in various sectors. They are talking about funds, they are talking about investment of funds. So that is what I have written, that every government has several funds which it collects in the form of taxes, and those funds that are collected with the government are invested differently in different sectors. जो भी गवर्नमेंट के पास पैसा आता है वो उसे क्या करती है, अलग अलग सेक्टर्स में अलग अलग जगह पर इन्वेस्ट करती है. अब ट्रेजरी मीन्स खजाना, फ्रॉम द ट्रेजर. Now we come on to the paraphrasing part. So let's see what I have paraphrased. There are some people who are of the opinion. Of course, opinion is of the people. So there is one sector of people who believe, what do they believe? That there are some people who are of the opinion that these funds ought to be invested towards development of public services completely. They said that the government should not invest funds in theatre, music and arts, and instead it should invest in public services, right? So I have mentioned public services first, that there are some people who are of the opinion, there are some people who think that these funds ought to be invested. Which funds? The funds that the government has with it. Ought means should. Ought to be invested towards development of public services completely. That totally, however amount of funds, whether less, whether more, however amount of funds government collect, that amount should go towards public services completely, totally. And allocation of these funds in arts, music and theatre is not beneficial. And if we, allocation means distribution, separating or investing these funds, this money for arts, music or theatre is of no use. Is not beneficial means is of no use. मतलब मैंने रिफ्रेश करके फिर वही बात लिखी है क्या, कि कुछ लोग हैं जिनका मानना है कि गवर्नमेंट को जो अपना पैसा है, जो फंड्स है, जिनके बारे में हम पंच लाइन में बात करके चुके हैं, वो पैसा जो है, वो फंड्स जो हैं, वो पूरे के पूरे पब्लिक सर्विसेज में की डेवलपमेंट में इन्वेस्ट करने चाहिए, और इस पैसे को आर्ट्स, म्यूज़िक और थिएटर के लिए अलग से निकालना या उसमें इन्वेस्ट करना क्या है, फ़ायदेमंद नहीं है. Then I have given my view, what I have written. I agree to this statement partially. Means जो मेरा इस स्टेटमेंट को लेकर व्यू है वो क्या है कि मैं पार्शियल इस बात से अग्री करती हूँ. आई एम equally agreeing and equally disagreeing. As I told you, we'll be going with partial agreement because this is the best way to express your agreement in to what extent, when they add the word to what extent. Okay, there is one more thing that I need to mention here. In place of to what extent, you can also see the statement how far do you agree or disagree, right? So how far means to what extent only. So now we are going to start with the introduction. As I told you, body paragraph consists of 2 points of agreement and body paragraph 2 consists of 2 points of disagreement, and that is what I have written at the outset. Means to begin with, I am going to start. After that I have put a comma. There are numerous reasons of supporting this view. Numerous means many. So why am I supporting this view? I have many reasons. So we'll begin with the first reason. Firstly, the funds of the government are collected in the form of taxes from the general public. Yes, we know this thing. From where will government get money? From where will government get funds? From public. And how does public pay funds to the government? In the form of taxes, right? पब्लिक क्या करती है? सरकार को पैसा देती है. किस फॉर्म में? इन द फॉर्म ऑफ टैक्सेस. और सरकार का वही पैसा क्या है? सरकार की इनकम का साधन है. सरकार के पास इनकम कैसे होती है? जो जनरल पब्लिक टैक्सेस देती है वो सरकार की इनकम है. एंड दस देयर ड्यू यूटिलाइजेशन टुवर्ड्स डेवलपिंग. और इसीलिए बहुत ज़रूरी हो जाता है कि उन फंड्स को किस चीज़ की डेवलपमेंट के लिए यूज़ किया जाए. एंड दस मीन्स देयरफॉर इट बिकम्स इम्पॉर्टेंट their due utilization towards developing. Thus it becomes important to use these funds for developing what? For developing public services is of utmost priority for the government. तो क्या ज़रूरी है कि गवर्नमेंट इस पैसे को कहाँ यूज़ करे? पब्लिक सर्विसेज की डेवलपमेंट के लिए. और ये क्या है? utmost priority means most important thing for the government is to use the funds that it gets from public to give to public in the form of public services, right? जिनसे पैसा कलेक्ट किया है उनकी बेहतर सर्विसेज के लिए मीन्स पब्लिक सर्विसेज के लिए ही वो पैसा यूज किया जाए, राइट? द फंड्स कलेक्टेड फ्रॉम द सोर्स शुड बी returned to the source in the form of providing services. Next point, apart from this, residents are majorly affected and influenced by the. उसके अलावा वो क्या कह रहे हैं? apart from this, a phrase to join the point. residents means किसी भी कंट्री के जो रहने वाले लोग हैं वो किस चीज़ से अफेक्ट होते हैं? ज़्यादातर. आर मेजरली मीन्स मेनली वो किस चीज़ से अफेक्ट होते हैं? किस चीज़ से इन्फ्लुएंस होते हैं? बाय द पब्लिक सर्विसेज एज दीज सर्विसेज ओनली cater to their development and well-being. लोगों को ऑफ कोर्स किस चीज़ से ज़्यादा अफेक्ट पड़ेगा? जो चीज़ उनको ज़्यादा काम आए. और उनको ज़्यादा काम क्या आती है? पब्लिक सर्विसेज. क्यों? क्योंकि उन्हीं से उनकी डेवलपमेंट होनी है, उसी से उनकी वेलबींग होनी है. द पीपल आर अफेक्टेड मेनली बाय द सर्विसेज that are directly related to them, and the services which are directly related to them are public services. Why? Because with these services only their development and their well-being is affected, and that is why they are mainly affected and influenced. Means the main effect, the main influence is of public services on the public. Why? Because their development, their well-being, their good is dependent on public services, right? So with this our agreement is complete. As I told you, body paragraph 1 consists of 2 points of agreement, right? Now you're going to leave one line. As you can see, I have left some space, and then we are going to start from extreme left with body paragraph 2. And what does body paragraph 2 consist of? Of course, it consists of 2 points of disagreement, right? So let's see. On the flip side means if we talk about the other side, what we can say, there is a need to divert some of the monetary resources towards arts, music and theatre. Now, first of all, we have said that yes, it is important to invest government's funds in public services. Now we are saying yes, it is right, but it is also equally important, or it is also important to spend, to invest some funds for other services than public services such as arts, music and theatre. Why? To preserve and protect the cultural heritage of the country. Yes, the arts, the music, the theatre, what does it show? The cultural heritage, the culture that is being passed on from generations to generations in the country, in any country, right? So for preserving them, for protecting it, it can be preserved, it can be protected only when there is sufficient funds, or when there are sufficient funds to protect and preserve them. जब तक आप किसी चीज़ में पैसा लगाओगे ही नहीं, वो चीज़ बचेगी कैसे, राइट? हर चीज़ के लिए, फॉर ऑलमोस्ट एवरीथिंग देयर इज नीड ऑफ मनी, राइट? So unless and until there is availability of funds for arts, music and theatre, they cannot survive, right? So to preserve and protect the cultural heritage of the country, it is important to divert some funds. Divert means shift, allocate, invest some funds. Why? Which sets a nation apart from other. Yes, these things, arts, music and theatre, they are the cultural heritage of the country, and they make one nation different from another, right? For example, if we talk about India, classical music, classical dance forms, classical form of theatre, right? These are the roots of India, right? And if we talk about some other country, it has some other dance forms. We know that particular dance form belongs to particular country. Why? It gives it a identification, it makes it apart, right? When there are some common dance forms, they do not make any difference to any country, right? But when there is a special dance form, or when there is a special form of art, or when there is a special form of theatre that is restricted to a particular country, then we know that yes, this art form belongs to this particular country, right? हर कंट्री का अपना एक अलग आर्ट फॉर्म, अपना अलग एक डांस स्टाइल, अपना थिएटर स्टाइल होता है जो उसको दूसरी कंट्री से अलग बनाते हैं, और इसीलिए इनको प्रोटेक्ट और प्रिजर्व करना क्या है, बहुत ज़रूरी है. नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट इज द अदर पॉइंट. ऑल्सो there are many artists in the field of arts, music and theatre who earn their livelihood through these services. Yes, अब आर्ट्स, म्यूजिक और थिएटर अपने आप तो नहीं बन जाएंगे. देयर इज अ नीड ऑफ समबडी, राइट? सो देयर आर मेनी पीपल हु अर्न देयर ब्रेड एंड बटर, फॉर whom the source of earning money is arts, music or theatre only. So there are many people whose livelihood, means whose source of earning money, or whose source of earning their bread and butter is these art forms only. And therefore the onus means responsibility of their nourishment also rests on government by investing in these areas too. तो गवर्नमेंट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तो हर एक के ऊपर है. गवर्नमेंट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल ऑफ इट्स नेशन, राइट? So how can it ignore its artisans, its musicians, right? So for their development, for their nourishment also, government has to do something. And what will government do? Government will invest in these areas also, so that the people who are dependent on arts, music and theatre for earning money, for survival, can earn money too, right? बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो आर्ट्स, म्यूजिक और थिएटर ही जिनका प्रोफेशन है, और जिसका जो प्रोफेशन है, गवर्नमेंट को उस सेक्टर की तो डेवलपमेंट करनी ही पड़ेगी ताकि उस सेक्टर के लोग जॉबलेस ना हो जाए, राइट? सो दैट वाज आवर इंट्रोडक्शन, बॉडी पैराग्राफ 1 एंड बॉडी पैराग्राफ 2. नाउ वी मूव टू conclusion. So what I have written, to summarize means to conclude, I discern means I say that the government of every nation is responsible for holistic development of various sectors. Holistic means overall. हर एक कंट्री की हर एक कंट्री की जो गवर्नमेंट है वो क्या है, वो उस कंट्री की ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. यस, एनी गवर्नमेंट, एनी कंट्री कैन नॉट डेवलप by paying attention to one or some of the services or one or some of the sectors. A nation can develop only when proper attention is paid towards developing each and everything of the nation, right? And the funds can be apportioned differently for every sector depending on need and importance. Yes, हम ये नहीं बोल रहे कि सारा पैसा पब्लिक सर्विसेज में ही लगा दो, या सारा पैसा आर्ट्स, म्यूजिक एंड थिएटर में ही लगा दो. See which sector needs more money, which sector is more important, or which sector at the time needs more importance, and accordingly allocate your funds. So that is all with today's essay. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel to get all the latest updates and notifications. Thank you.